Noura Erekat is a human rights attorney and an associate professor at Rutgers University. She joins me now live from Washington, D.C. Noura, what is your reaction to this attack? Do you think this type of escalation was inevitable given that deadly raid by Israeli forces in Jenin on Thursday that killed 9 Palestinians?
I think that what we're seeing right now, structural violence that afflicts and shapes the lives of Palestinians on a daily basis. What we saw in Jenin yesterday was a terror attack by the state, a form of state terrorism against Palestinians unannounced. 9 Palestinians were killed in this raid, and then those same forces attacked a pediatric ward with tear gas. How do we explain that? More significantly, how do we explain where Israelis are deflecting from their own domestic internal strife? Right now, there are internal protests against the current right wing government, and the deflection of that is taken out on Palestinians. How do we explain that Palestinians remain a captive population for Israel, upon whom to meet this violence in order to take out their own and settle their own um, domestic disagreements and disputes? This is the broader context we should be asking about. Even this coverage, the fact that I'm on the news tonight and not yesterday to discuss the massacre in Jenin, the worst since the invasion of Jenin refugee camp in 2002, when a siege was laid to it and 50 Palestinians were killed, is indicative. The fact that the headline here says Israel-Palestine tensions. There is no Palestine. There is a state of Israel and a Palestinian people who do not have even an airport, let alone an army. So this context is incredibly important for us to understand that the conditions that we're seeing today will continue day in and day out, and the price that will be most heavily be paid will be paid by Palestinians.
Noura, there's been international condemnation for this attack today, including from the U.S., but is the international community doing enough to try to quell this type of violence?
So again, there's an emphasis on a particular form of violence, which makes us forget that there's a broader structural form of violence that kills Palestinians daily. Right now, it's January 27th. It is not even the end of the first month of 2023. And Israel has killed 31 Palestinians. That is more than one Palestinian a day being killed. With the fact that we are not describing that as violence, as an affliction, what is causing these conditions where Palestinians can be killed with impunity, without outrage? The fact that for most people, as they listen to it, think, oh, it's not more Palestinians. Israel could have killed more, but they don't. And we register these numbers as indicative of Israeli restraint, rather than how Palestinian lives are being crushed every day, should tell us everything we need to know about an inept international community that has been done very little to end the siege on Gaza, to end the occupation, to enact the right of return of Palestinian refugees, and to pave a pathway towards freedom that lies in holding Israel to account for these war crimes, for these crimes against humanity, the most significant of which is an apartheid regime.
All right, we'll leave it there. Noura Erekat joining us from Washington. Thank you.